Let me tell you, dirty, dingy, dusty, racist prick Sutton, yeah? And you're talking about you want your jobs back. What jobs are you talking about? Where are they? Are they on Indeed? Are they on Total Jobs? Where are they? You want car wash jobs. You want nail salon jobs. You want barbershop jobs. That's what you're angry about.
Overnight, the racism and what we're seeing on the streets, it's horrific.
What's up, guys? This is Afrocentric. Thank you for returning. If you're new, kindly like and subscribe. And if you're back again, many thanks for your support as usual. The events in London lately are disturbing. If you're black or brown, your life is living hell in London, in UK today. So we've seen the riots. The black and colored people are online making noise about the sad events in the UK. Let's take a look at this and return right back with some discussions, some commentary on the situation in London today.
Get them out of them hotels. Get them gone. Put them on boats and send them back. Okay? They shouldn't be here. Get them out of them hotels.
Do you know what's absolutely baffling me the most? More than anything, with all the racists on the street right now rioting and beating people up, is that their number one argument is all these foreigners are coming into our country stealing our jobs. Why none of you at work then? Why none of you at work? Because it's giving zero work ethic. It's giving, you haven't even got one tooth, let alone 1 degree. Okay? You've got absolutely all going on in here. Nothing. It's because you get up at 9 in the morning and sit at Weatherspoons drinking. Also crazy that you hate anyone that isn't white, except you're not even white anymore, Simon. Are you? You're bright red because your blood pressure is through the roof, because you drink Stella for breakfast, lunch and tea. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing our entire nation. Go home and get a fucking job, you prick.
These bloody immigrants, they come over here, they're up to no good, right? I hate these bloody immigrants, they need to go back to where they came from. But why do you hate them so much? I'll tell you why I hate them. I'll tell you why, right? Because they're not even trying to be British, that's why. They don't even try to be British, right? They come here, they bring their own bloody culture, right? They bring their own food, speak their own bloody languages, try to take over the whole bloody place. Well, that sounds British to me, I mean... If there's one country, if there's one nation in the world that has no right to complain about immigration, it's Great Britain.
Let me tell you, dirty, dingy, dusty, racist prick Sutton, yeah? You want to start racist riots around the UK, but you don't know your history. Well, I'm here to give you a history lesson. The reason why immigrants came to this dusty, dingy country is because half of your men were wiped out by World War II. They didn't do it because they wanted equality. They didn't do it because they wanted diversity. They wanted black people to come over to this country and rebuild it again. And you want to know the real reason why you won World War II? It's because India, India sent around 1.2 million Indians to come and fight the fight because they were part of the Commonwealth, you understand? So if you knew your history, you wouldn't be going after immigrants so hard. America didn't save your ass, Clark. It was India, yeah? And you're talking about you want your jobs back. What jobs are you talking about? Where are they? Are they on Indeed? Are they on Total Jobs? Where are they? Because there's 9 million jobs, that you can access, that you can apply for. So where are these immigrants taking jobs? What, you want toilet cleaning? You want office cleaning jobs? You want carer jobs? You want car wash jobs? You want nail salon jobs? You want barbershop jobs? That's what you're angry about. The reason why you don't have those jobs is because you don't have the skill set. You don't add to anything. You are labourers. That is what your history is known for. You are factory workers. You are miners. Most of you work in construction because you can't string a sentence together. But you want to target immigrants. How dare you? Let me tell you something else. The reason why you don't have jobs is because the UK don't export anything. They don't build and they don't invent. And you people ain't gonna work for £5 an hour in a factory. You're best staying on benefits. So instead of being angry at the immigrants trying to make an honest living, I suggest you look towards the Houses of Parliament because those are the people who put you in poverty. And you can throw all the racist parties you want. We ain't going anywhere. So
People are scared to leave their house because of the colour of their skin. I've seen videos of brown people walking down the street, getting punched in the face for no reason, and having to walk back up the street and go around the corner again. It's like we're going back in time. The racism we're seeing on social media and on our streets, it's unbelievable. It's worrying. It's like we've come so far forward in understanding that diversity is important. It's important to respect people because of their beliefs. And overnight, the racism and what we're seeing on the streets, it's horrific.
I have never felt this unsafe in my life. In all my 26 years of being a black man on this earth, I've been hearing of racism, but for the first time in my life, I feel so unsafe. I won't lie, I'm actually terrified. I'm scared for myself and every black person right now in Middlesbrough. It is crazy. Like, I do not understand what is happening now. Yes, a black guy killed people. Doesn't mean all black people are murderers right now. Like, literally, they are burning down cars right beside my street. They've broken all windows, looted people's stores. My university, Teesside University, has been broken. The gym building broken. Olympia building where I did my graduation like 2 weeks ago is broken. The place where I shot a video about me with bicycle, which is like my last 2 videos on my page, literally everywhere there has been broken, and every black person there has been harassed, either lynched, stabbed, beaten. Like, it is crazy. Like, they're literally stopping cars on the road to check if you're black before they can let you pass. New buildings that are made for people, you don't understand, they're just building these houses. They broke everything. Like, this is so crazy. I have never felt this unsafe like this, like in my life, all my life. Like, I had racism, I had slavery, I had all that, but what is happening right now is crazy in Middlesbrough. What is going on right now is crazy. So for every of my black brothers, my Muslim brothers that are based in Middlesbrough, today, 4th of August, throughout this week, just be very careful. Don't move alone. If you are going anywhere, take a cab if possible. If possible, just stay in your house. Like, it is scary. I am scared. I am terrified. I'm traumatized. This is just crazy that you can be attacked for your skin color. Like, literally, you can't walk the streets right now. Like, I can't go out of my house. Like, I'm locked in. I'm scared to even show my face on the window so they don't break my window. Like, they are breaking people's windows. They are burning people's cars. They are beating up people. So please, you guys should be safe. Thank you so much. Stay safe.
There's one fundamental problem. Ali al-Shakati, illegal immigrant Muslim child, doesn't exist. It's made up. The name, identity, all of it's disinformation. But the lies spread so quickly and inflamed such violence that even when police released the identity of the real attacker, a teenager born and raised in Wales, not a Muslim, not a Syrian, not an immigrant, it made little difference.
Very disturbing events in the UK lately. And I think every brown or colored person has every right to speak out in the manner that they have, honestly. 3 young lives were lost out of an attack. The person in question is still not known to the public because the police are protecting his identity. We are told it's a minor. But some random character somewhere figured they would just create somebody, a fictitious character by the name Ali Shakati, feed that to the public. It has gone round like a wildfire and triggered major race attacks in the UK. Very sad events. So that if you're black or brown, you are afraid to leave your home. You're afraid to leave your home. The unfortunate thing is they're talking about jobs being stolen from them and suggesting that immigrants should get the hell out of the UK. these things are coming from a country that has a brutal past of colonialism, a brutal past of theft, robbing Africa, robbing Asia. And this might seem like it's distant, but it's not, because the UK benefited directly from the resources within African and Asian countries, from brown and colored people. The UK benefited as late as the late 60s, even to the 80s, when a country like Zimbabwe finally got its independence. So it's very recent what has happened. And therefore, for the British people, and a certain section of them, not all British people are like this, to forget and suggest that everybody else should board a boat and go back home is ridiculous. You know, coming from a country that has a brutal history, a colonizer, a country that to date still reaps resources from nations like Kenya, where you still have tea zones, huge tracts of land, tea being fed to the UK public, the UK market, while the locals still cannot even get back to their land. British nationals have now been naturalized in many countries, in Asia and in Africa, including my own country, Kenya. We have British nationals. So when these guys are saying, get the hell out of here, get back to your boats, what are they talking about? You know, it is a global village. It is a global village now. People are all over the place. Nationalities are very mixed today. So that call may just trigger other events across the world, across Africa. Should Africans kick the Brits who live in Africa? Should they do that? They own property, they own land, they have children here, they have families that they have raised here, who have now become nationals of these countries. So it is unfortunate that the world's former superpower, Britain, because that's what they were, they lost that position after the Second World War, to now let the nationals carry on behaving as if the world has not moved to a place where you ought to embrace other nationalities, is an unfortunate thing to happen in the UK. It is. And the jobs they're talking about, remember that Britain came up with Brexit. It was a narrow loss, granted, but those who are pushing for nationalism, very much like what we saw during Trump's time, America first, and now that feels more like Britain first. What are they saying to the world? Majority of these people who are in the UK have earned the right to be there, either through their grandparents, a majority of whom were brought to the UK after the Second World War when they fought for Britain, were brought to the UK to work in the factories, to work in the farms, the Guyanese, the Surinamese of this world, Indians who worked for the UK during the World War, who helped build rail lines in places like Kenya, who were kicked out of Uganda by President Idi Amin, had British protectorate passports, and ended up in the UK. Rightfully so, because the capitals of many of these Western worlds were built off the sweat and blood of black and brown people from across the world. So they have earned the right to be in those places. Very much the same as the nationals of Britain who are left behind, who have now become nationals of countries in Asia and Africa. The world has moved to a place where you've got to embrace others. The bigotry will not help. The idea to think that brown and dark people are any lesser will not help. They are as human and rightfully ought to be in the places where they live and are domiciled, have been born and raised. And there ought to be no apology for things like that. They have a right to be there. They ought to be there. And they are fighting to be there. This is Afrocentric. We believe that you've got to be respected, black or brown, even white. Because ultimately, the fundamental factor here is that you are a human being. So you ought to be embraced. This is Afrocentric. If you're returning, many thanks. And if you're new, kindly like, subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss out. Many thanks for your time. Peace and love, and hopefully the UK gets to sort this mess. You can do better than this. We'll see you in the next video. I'm out.